Hello, my name is Paul Stryer, CEO and founder of SpeakGeek2Me.com. Today's lab is the ultimate hands-on Cisco WebEx Meeting Server lab. Cisco WebEx Meeting Server is a highly secure, fully virtualized, behind-the-firewall conferencing solution that combines audio, video, and web conferencing in a single solution. Cisco WebEx Meeting Server is a virtualized, software-based solution that runs on Cisco UCS x86 servers and VMware. In this video, we are going to demonstrate the deployment of a 50-user Cisco WebEx Meeting Server system with high availability and external access using the Internet Reverse Proxy. In part 1 of this video series, we demonstrated how to deploy the Cisco WebEx Meeting Server administration virtual machine for a 50-user system, along with an Internet Reverse Proxy for an external access. The Internet Reverse Proxy was deployed into our lab DMZ. We also showed how to deploy a second set of virtual machines to act as the high availability system for failover. In part 2 of this video series, we demonstrated how to configure Cisco Unified Communications Manager to integrate with the Cisco WebEx Meeting Server. In this video, the third and final of this video series, we will demonstrate post-deployment configuration of the Cisco WebEx Meeting Server with features such as voice configuration, branding, and NFS, to name a few. We will also demonstrate some of the features of using the Cisco WebEx Meeting Server from the end-user perspective. This lab topology represents the system configuration for this lab. Notice the topology is broken up into 3 sections: internal, DMZ, and external. The Cisco Unified Communications Manager, Presence Server, Unity Connect, and Active Directory are all completely installed and configured before this video was recorded. Please stop the video to take time to familiarize yourself with this topology, and restart the video when you are ready. Let's begin. Using RDP, we have accessed our 2008 R2 server. We will open Internet Explorer to access the Cisco WebEx Meeting Server administration web page. In the case of our lab, we will enter meetingadmin.siteb.com. Click Continue to get past the security certificates. Enter the administrator's email address, password, and click Sign In. Notice that CWMS is in maintenance mode. With maintenance mode on, no users can access the system or be able to have meetings. Many functions within the administration page require maintenance mode. First, let's set up our audio settings. Go to Settings, Audio, click Continue, review the SIP configuration and click Continue. Click Add to enter the Communications Manager information. Enter the Communications Manager IP address. Enter the secondary address if necessary, and click Continue. Back at the Enable Teleconferencing window, click Continue. On the Enable Teleconferencing window, click Add. Enter the phone label and phone number to call the Communications Manager. Back at the Enable Teleconferencing, click Finished. Click OK on the confirmation and confirm that 3 green check marks are available. Scroll down, enter the E164 phone number for caller ID, uncheck the bypass 1, and click Save at the bottom. Click OK on the Save confirmation. Clicking on Video on the left navigation pane, you will see that video is on by default. Clicking on Mobile on the left navigation pane, you will notice that the iOS for iPhones is also on by default. Click Branding on the left navigation window and select Browse. If you have a logo JPEG, select it from the window and hit Open. In the case of our lab, we already have a logo on the desktop, then hit Upload. Notice the new logo is displayed on the screen. Scroll down and click Save. From the left side navigation window, select Meetings. Notice that Participants is at 50 and the recording is grayed out. This is due to the fact that NFS has not been configured. Click Settings, scroll down to Servers, and click View More. Click Add a Storage Server now. Enter the fully qualified domain name for your NFS server. Don't forget the colon after the fully qualified domain name. Then click Continue. Click Done on the confirmation screen. Click Settings and Meetings and confirm that Recordings is activated and checkmarked. Once storage has been added, the recording button becomes active and becomes checkmarked by default. For now, we are finished administering Cisco WebEx Meeting Server. We will turn off the maintenance mode by clicking the Turn Off Maintenance Mode button to activate Cisco WebEx Meeting Server. Click Continue, and now the system will process and reboot all 4 Cisco WebEx virtual machines. By opening the console for Cisco WebEx Meeting Server on vCenter, you can watch the reboot process. For the sake of time, I will stop the video and fast forward to the end of the reboot process. Notice when the console is restarted, it tells you your external WebEx site URL and your administration URLs. Now you'll have to relog in to WebEx Administrator, enter the email address, password, and click Sign In. Now we need to add some users. Click on the Users button at the top. Notice there is only one user, and that is the original administrator user. Click Add Users. To add a single user, enter the first name, the last name, and the email address, and click Save. Once you click Save, the email will be sent to the user that allows them to change their password. To import users via LDAP, click Directory Integration, click Add CUCM Server, enter the IP address or the fully qualified domain name, the username, and the password, and click Save. Next, to import the users from the Cisco Unified Communications Manager, click Synchronize Now. If you look in the middle of the page, you will see that 10 users were added to the system. Click Enable LDAP Authentication if you wish to use authentication, and click Continue. By doing so, this allows you to have one username and password for your users in the LDAP system. After enabling LDAP authentication, click Notify Now to send an email to all users, letting them know that they will now be using their LDAP password to log into WebEx Meeting Server. Finally, click Save. Now let's take a look at the emails that we'll get in Outlook. By going to our workstation and opening Outlook, this is the workstation of our administrator. Looking at the different email that the administrator has, first you'll see he has an email showing his password has been changed to LDAP. He'll see when that synchronization of LDAP has been finished, and he'll see his original password change email that he doesn't need anymore now that we have LDAP running. Now let's switch to one of our users' workstations. Open Outlook on the user's workstation. We created this user manually before we added LDAP. Notice he has the create password email from the original creation of the account, but then he gets a second email that says his password's been changed to LDAP administration. So this can be a little confusing, so don't manually add them and then add LDAP and send the notification. Next, we're going to use Jabber to dial the number for WebEx and see if WebEx answers the phone. Although I did not record the audio, you can see that the counter for Cisco WebEx is counting. Next, we will install PT Tools, which is a piece of software that integrates Outlook with Cisco WebEx Meeting Server. In Internet Explorer, enter the address for your Cisco WebEx Meeting Server. Click Continue to get past the security certificate in Internet Explorer. Enter this user's credentials and click Sign In. Confirm your locale information and click Done. We could click Download Now to install our PT Tools, but we will click No Thank You and go straight to the Cisco WebEx webpage. Click Downloads, then click Download on PT Tools. Click Next on the welcome screen. Select I accept terms of the license agreement and click Next. Click Next to confirm the locale and wait for the install to finish. Click Yes to allow Windows to install the software. Click Finished on the final screen. Click Yes on any security alerts. In the lower right-hand corner, WebEx Assistant will appear with the URL to Cisco WebEx Administrator. Enter the email address of this user and the password and click Sign In. Notice the caption box that says Productivity Tools is running. Click Continue in Internet Explorer, then click OK to close the window. Now that WebEx Assistant is installed, let's open Outlook and confirm that the new buttons are installed in the Outlook menu. Now we'll install PT Tools on the second Windows workstation that we have in our lab. Now let's create an instant meeting. Go down to your tray and right-click on the WebEx Meeting Assistant icon, and you'll see there is a Meeting Now button. Click on Meetings Now. You will notice that the first time in, it asks you to set some meeting defaults. Click Set Meeting Preferences. Click Continue to get past the security certificates. Change any necessary settings and click Update. Now let's try the Meeting Now button again. Click Yes on any security alerts. Notice that the creator of the meeting, Blake Bad, is now in the meeting. Blake Bad will enter his phone number in the audio conferences and click Call Me. Blake will answer the call by clicking Answer on the Jabber pop-up window. Now Blake will send an email to Alex Ace inviting her to the meeting. Now let's switch to Alex's desktop, accept the email, and join the meeting. Now that Alex and Blake are both in the meeting, let's turn on video for both users. Since both of my workstations are virtual, I'm using a program called Minicam to provide a video output using a file. Notice when Alex clicks the video camera icon, video starts playing. Now let's switch back to Blake's desktop and turn on video for Blake. To stop the meeting, from the meeting initiators, click End Meeting. From the end user's WebEx page, the user can click Join on any meeting that has been scheduled. As you can see, Blake just joined Alex's meeting. Switching to the administrator's web page, while in a meeting, you can see that the monitor tells you there is one meeting and 4% of the resources are being used. In this section, we will demonstrate how to schedule and access meetings from Microsoft Outlook. From the Calendar section of Microsoft Outlook, double-click on the time that you wish to schedule a meeting. Enter the subject and location of the meeting, and the date and the time. Click Invite Attendees and select the participants you wish to attend the meeting. Select a category if you wish. Next, click Add WebEx Meeting. This will contact the WebEx Meeting Server and schedule the meeting with the WebEx Meeting Server. Enter a meeting password if required, and then select an alternate host if you wish. Then click OK. Notice temporary information is placed into the meeting section of the email. Notice when you click Send, it contacts the WebEx Meeting Server again and places the full information for the meeting into the text of the meeting. Now let's switch to the desktop of the invitee and open Outlook. Select the email for the new meeting that was just created. Then accept the meeting. Once you accept the meeting, this will permanently put it into your calendar. The reason 2 WebEx meeting boxes popped up is because one was for Outlook and one was for Jabber. Switching back to Alex's desktop, we will join the meeting. Next, we will switch back to Blake's desktop and join the meeting as well. Just to show a different way to join the meeting, we will close the pop-up window and open the meeting from our calendar. Instead of ending the meeting, this time we will have Blake leave the meeting, and then we'll end the meeting. This concludes the ultimate hands-on Cisco WebEx Meeting Server demonstration. Thank you for watching this short video, and as always, thank you for your continued support of SpeakGeek2Me.com.